Good morning, dear students. Now I am taking revision from chapter 2, and name of the chapter 2 is the nutrition in animals. And yesterday I taught you till here summary of various steps in the process of digestion. Summary of various steps in the process of digestion. In this I told you ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and egestion. So what is the silent feature of the digestion in humans? What is the silent feature of the digestion in humans are as follows. Digestion is extracellular. Digestion is extracellular. Second one is it involves many organs. It involves many organs, that is the mouth, esophagus, stomach, intestine and anus. And the process of digestion involves ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and egestion. And the process of digestion involves ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and egestion. A number of organic compounds called digestive juices or enzymes are involved in the process of digestion. An outline of the different digestive juices produced in humans along with their substrate and the products formed is given in table 2.2. And table 2.2, part of the digestive system, that is the mouth, enzyme, digestive juices, saliva, amylase, food acted upon, starch, products formed, sugar. Part of the digestive system is the mouth, enzymes and which enzyme and digestive juices produce saliva, amylase, and it acted upon the starch, and what are the products formed? Sugar. Second one is the stomach, and what does the enzyme or digestive juices produced? Gastric juice, that is the pepsin, and food acted upon the proteins. It acted upon the proteins, that is the, and products form peptides and amino acids. Pancreas, pancreatic juice, several enzymes, protein, starch and fats. Amino acids, maltose, fatty acids, glycerol. Pancreas, part of the digestive system is the pancreas. Enzymes, pancreatic juice or several enzymes, and it food acted upon the protein, starch and fats, and products from amino acids, maltose, fatty acids, glycerol. And then small intestine, part of the digestive system is the small intestine, and enzymes, digestive juices is the intestinal juice, several enzymes, and food acted upon the partially digested proteins and carbohydrates by juices from stomach and pancreas. And products from, what is the products from after that? Glucose and other simple sugars from carbohydrates, amino acids from proteins, fatty acids and glycerol from fats. So, and now you know that the small intestine in man is a 20 feet long. In small intestine is a 20 feet long, and it is the main organ for absorption of digested food. And the inner surface of the small intestine has a number of finger-like projections, that is called the villi, and these villi increases the surface area for absorption of digested food. And then the absorbed food is then incorporated. The absorbed food is then incorporated. The absorbed food is then carried by blood to different parts of the body for blending into cell components, and this assimilation of absorbed food, and this elimination is absorbed food. And the undigested food is excreted out through the anus as feces. What is the tooth decay? They are commonly seen to become yellow and suffer from cavity formation. Teeth are commonly seen in yellow and suffer from cavity formation. Why does it happen? What is the food is eaten? Small amounts are left in between the teeth. Saliva and bacteria present in the mouth and stick to the teeth and form a sticky film. This sticky film is called the dental plaque. And this sticky film is called the dental plaque. The enzymes produced by the bacteria act on the food particles. Partially, sugars and acids are food pipe. Sugars and acids are produced and the acids dissolve away the tooth enamel causing tooth decay. Ultimately, a hole or cavity is formed in the tooth. Plaque affects the gum too, causing gum diseases. The gums swell and may bleeding on brushing, and the plaque built up in the region where the teeth meet the gums and forms a space. Bacteria growing in this space cause of teeth to fall. Plaque formation and other diseases can be avoided by not eating foods like sweets, chocolates and ice creams, cleaning teeth after eating sweets, sticky food, and brushing teeth properly and regularly every day in the morning and again before going to bed with a brush and dental floss. Dental floss is a special strong thread which is moved between two teeth to remove trapped food particles, and using fluoride toothpaste. Oral questions are given. For which function this tooth is helpful? The tongue helps in mixing the food. What is the watery secretion? And what is the watery secretion? What is the function of part of human tongue? So this one you can see. And which organ of the human digestive system contains a number of finger-like projections called unit, called villi? And then now digestive system in ruminants. Digestive system in ruminants. Have you seen a cow or a buffalo chewing the grass or fodder given to them? These animals quickly eat the fodder. Then they relax leisurely and chew what they have eaten. This act of chewing is known as chewing cud. This act of chewing is known as chewing cud. Animals like sheep and deer also chew cud. All the animals which chew cud is called the ruminants. All the animals which chew cud are called ruminants. And how is it possible for a ruminant to bring the food back to the mouth from its stomach? Look at figure. It shows the stomach of ruminant. What does it show? In diagram you can see that this is the stomach of ruminants. So this first part is called the rumen. Second, this is the small intestine, and this is esophagus. This part is the esophagus, and this is the reticulum. Second part is the reticulum, and third part is the omasum. And fourth one is the abomasum, true stomach. So this is the compound. This is the stomach and stomach of ruminants, and it shows 4 chambers. As you know that it shows 4 chambers, that is the rumen, reticulum, omasum and abomasum. Rumen, reticulum, omasum and abomasum. Such a stomach is called a compound stomach. This type of stomach is called the compound stomach. The food enters the first chamber, the rumen. This chamber is largest. From here the food enters to the second chamber, that is here food is partially digested and converted into soft pulp called the gut, and When the animal is relaxing, the soft pulpy food or cut from the second chamber is brought back to the mouth and it is now chewed thoroughly. And this process of chewing cud is called rumination. The process of chewing cud is called rumination. During rumination, cud mixes with saliva and becomes a semi-liquid paste From the mouth, the food is pushed directly into the third chamber, and from the third chamber, food enters to the fourth chamber. In the fourth chamber, digestive juices are mixed with semi-liquid food and digestion of food starts now. And from the fourth chamber, the food enters the small intestine. A question may arises in your mind, why have the ruminants developed the habit of chewing cud? You have already read this chapter and read that the animals like cow, buffalo, sheep, deer are herbivorous and carnivorous eat these herbivorous as their food. To avoid being caught by the carnivorous, the herbivorous quickly eat their food, then they becomes to a safe place and chew the food. So this is the digestive system in ruminants. Till here I taught you digestive system in ruminants and nutrition in animals. In this you seen that digestive system in humans. You have to read properly, means questions can come from here also, in between means from the book, inside the book. So it is first you will read this chapter, then only you have to start writing.